I do not do a lot of shows with children. I'm already getting heckled by a baby, so but that is great. Can I ask? It seems like you guys have a good time. What is your name, sir? Daniel? Now, how old are you, Daniel?
3.
3. I have to say, I did not write a lot of jokes for Daniel today. Now, have you ever been to a comedy show before, Daniel? No. By the way, there's not a 2-drink minimum, so you can just do what you want today. Now, is this a relative of yours, Daniel? Know this guy? No. Oh yeah, who is he?
Andrew.
Okay. Andrew. And who is Andrew?
My brother.
Brother. Do you like him?
Yeah.
Today. Okay, now I gotta find out, I gotta get the rebuttal from you. This is like a debate right here. We're gonna do a political debate between Andrew and Daniel. Okay, Andrew, how old are you?
8.
8. Have you been to many comedy shows? No. This is not usually the way it goes. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But I enjoy it. And is this your sister? Yes, you had to think a minute. You've been having arguments with her or something? Lots of times. All right, that's nice. Well, I thank you guys for coming and supporting the thing. As they mentioned, I have been on many TV shows. I've toured across the country. I've performed in 42 states. But the Midwest is my home. And as Sam brought up, I've been to Second City. But as much as I respect the word Second City, sometimes I think Chicago gets this notion like we are a secondary place. And considering that the president's from here, and a lot of other great Americans are from here, I don't think of us as second to anybody. I mean, do you guys feel second to anyone in this country? I don't. Yes, we are really in the first in a lot of ways. If you want to know what America is like, this is a great example. That's what makes our country great. A lot of times people, I feel like at the last election, which was not funny, and I'm glad we're here to try to laugh and forget that, they forget how we are all bound together. We are all similar in so many ways. A lot of times I feel like people don't realize that. So it's always great to be in Chicago, which I consider the greatest melting pot in America. Now, you have 3 children, is that correct? I had twin children at 40 years old, which is too old. Thank goodness my wife is 19. Thank goodness for that. That's a joke. My wife is 39, but I treat her like a trophy wife. You need to do that. Thank you. 9th place. And I sometimes lose a gender on that joke, I have to admit. I love my twins, though. I do. And I used to be a cool guy, but you cannot be a cool guy with 3 kids. It's hard. Do you find it hard? Like, what kind of automobile are you driving, sir, can I ask? Honda, oh my gosh. Man, did you have an Odyssey before these guys? No, that was not your dream, a minivan, right? What was your car before that? A Sebring. Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? You can't get 3 car seats in a Sebring. I had a Jeep. I had to trade it in. I call my Honda Odyssey the Honda Emasculator because it's got a special feature. It seems like every time I get into the driver's seat, a hand grabs my man parts and puts them in the glove compartment because I do not feel like a total man in this minivan. But I love having my kids, so that's all part of the deal. See, you seem to be cool. You guys look cool, even though you're walking out of a minivan. I didn't see that part. It's funny to me is a lot of younger guys here probably get behind an older gentleman, and they're like, "Move it! Come on! I've got places to go." And I used to be that guy too. And I've realized now why these older guys are driving slowly. They are in no hurry to go home. That is the truth. We are in no hurry to get home. It's quiet in that car.
Safety is first.
Yes, safety first. Is that how you look at it, sir? Thank you. I need someone to be funnier than me. Thank you. That was a good one. Now, so what I will tell you is that when I was asked to be part of this, I had to see the political affiliation because I could not do a show for someone that I didn't respect. So then I did the research, and I'm like, wow, this is the kind of person that we should be getting behind, right? Am I right about that, Zehra? Yeah. You don't read those kind of qualifications very often. I tour it all across the country. I do not see that kind of dedication to their community. A lot of time we always look at the big politicians. To me, where most of the things that are going to impact our lives are done on the grassroots ground, like what Zehra's trying to do. So it's excited to be part of this thing. I know Sam and I talked about that for a minute. It's like to perform for someone that you respect doesn't happen a lot. Now, I will share this. I'm a big believer in family. Even though people say you make jokes about your kids, I bet you can't imagine your life without them, they'll say. And I'm like, some days that's all I can hold on to. You know, but what I will share about it is that people ask me, you have a lot of free time, what do you do with your free time? Here's what I did yesterday. I put on a red polo shirt, a pair of khaki pants. I went down to Target and I messed with people. That's what I did. And people discover quickly, women love Target. In America so much that women have their own special name for Target. They call it Target. Yeah. You don't go to J.C. Penney. No, Target is more special. Target is so special, you don't even see moms yell at their child. That is not the case when you go to Walmart. It's a different story there. But I think we all kind of live in the same world, and that's what's interesting to me. Now, people ask me sometimes, they're like, where's your favorite place to perform? And I tell them Las Vegas. And I perform in Las Vegas a couple times a year. And they're like, you know, that's not so impressive. When I go to Las Vegas and perform, it's just people from Chicago on vacation. It's really no different than doing this. I could probably see half of you there too. But last year I was there over Halloween, and I heard this little girl tell her mom, Mom, we can't go trick-or-treating tonight. It's only going to be 75 degrees. Yeah. Do you remember how cold it was? I didn't ask your name. Rachel. And are you too old now to go trick-or-treating? No. Did you go this year? Yes. Was it cold? Oh, you were inside. That's smart. Because I heard this kid go, it's too cold, it's 75 degrees, and I'm thinking, I grew up in Chicago. I can remember there was snow on the ground a couple times when I went on Halloween. And my mom would dress me like the dorkiest kid on the block then. I'd have galoshes, a parka over my Batman costume. I'm not really an impressive superhero. And I remember this old guy come to the door, he's like, hey old man. He was like, you know, what are you, little boy? Well, I'm freezing, that's what I am. I'm Aquaman, look at my blue fingers, get me some candy. It's just a different world when you live in Chicago. You guys, I'm guessing a lot of you came from a different world, and you were like, I'm going to come to America, which my ancestors did too. And what I think is amazing is you didn't come to America, you came to Chicago. That's a whole different thing. Chicago is something all different. It's its own place. It's almost its own country. And I like that about Chicago. Now, before I do anything else, I just wanted to say, as I mentioned earlier, Zehra brought this up. She wanted to bring a show to you today that had lots of different flavors. Not only just the food, which is great. Let's give a big round of applause for the people who put together the food. That's really good. I've been to these fundraisers and they usually serve hot dogs, so I'm impressed they had chicken. And she wanted a lot of different flavors, and what she did was that she had Sam, who really is a great singer, and she's got other people, I guess, that are going to do their singing too. Awesome. And she wanted to bring in someone who's maybe been on TV to do a little stand-up comedy. She said, I don't know how it's going to go, but I want to give people an opportunity. And maybe she felt like, oh, I don't know, maybe there was some kind of let's have one white guy here. Maybe that was it too.